Hello, friends, and it's time for another update. My name is Craig Bradley. I'm the executive director of AO Lab, and we are going to dive into what we've been up to. For starters, I want to look at our traffic for the Free Use Bible API. The Free Use Bible API has become one of the top, I just pulled up my mobile interface, has become one of the top APIs in the world in terms of usage. If you just go to Google and search Bible API, we pop up, let's see, naturally we pop up 2 times right there on the front page of Google. I did a search earlier and I saw 2 ads for the Free Use Bible API as well. This is my second search. Oh, there it is. See, look at that. Sponsored result. The Free Use Bible API by Tech for Jesus. Somebody is it's blowing my mind. I don't know who's doing this, but someone out there is spending ad dollars sponsoring the Free Use Bible API. Don't know who's doing that or why. It's definitely not us. But thank you for that, whoever you are. That's wonderful, I guess. So that's very kind. Anyway, so we're averaging 7 million hits a month. On April 19th, we had over 1.1 million hits in a single day, which is pretty mind-blowing. I don't know why that is, but it's awesome. So the Free Use Bible API is growing month after month, and so far, as I said in the monthly newsletter, which if you haven't subscribed to, definitely check out. So yeah, anyway, pretty cool. So moving on to things we've been working on. One thing we're working on is a massive refactor for the Seed Bible. This is the Seed Bible in its environment right now. So this is the version that you can try right now. It's working great. We have the book selectors working, the mobile UI is working. It's just basically it's a basic Bible. Everything works wonderfully though. You know, you have all the UI disappearing when you go on mobile when you scroll down. Whole bunch of really nice features. Like the general framework is all there. However, we want to do a large refactor now that we know exactly what we're doing, to rebuild the whole thing from scratch in a way that is far more performant and is far more extensible. And this is the status of the refactor. There's a number of UI elements that need to be fixed and improved, but we're already adding in new features that aren't in Seed Bible right now. One of those features, by the way, is search. So now you can search the Bible. So if I want to do something like search, let me search, I am the Alpha and Omega. There it is. Look at that. Takes me right there. Search is awesome. We have a lot more features coming down the pipe, but that's one of the things we're working on. When the refactor, which we're currently working on in the background, when that's done, we are going to be able to scale and grow Seed Bible and the usage of it far and wide, and we're going to be able to introduce tons of really powerful collaboration features as well, which have been working in prior versions of the Seed Bible, like this one, but we haven't released that to the end, to the full public just yet because of bugs and stuff that we know we're going to find. And rather than trying to fix all those bugs, we're just going to tackle that in the refactor that we're currently in the middle of. So very excited by the progress that we're making. Coming pretty soon, probably this month, we also have the Seed Bible Discord bot. So here I can do a list of commands like help, and I can see all the things it can do. You can look up a specific verse or passage or chapter, anything from the Free Use Bible API. Where this will be very useful though is, and this is not fully working right now, but you'll be able to create a link to open up the Bible to a specific book, to a specific chapter, to a specific translation, like from the Bible API, or to a specific language that could be supported. And we support lots of them. And the reason that's going to be useful is because you will be able to schedule something in Discord. So if you have a Bible study coming up, you can just launch a session where I don't have to think about it. I can just say, hey, next Tuesday at 7 o'clock, We're going to launch the Bible study on this topic. So launch the Bible for this book, this chapter, localize the UI to, let's say I have people jumping in from 3 different languages. I might have some English, I might have some joining from Mongolian for some reason, and some joining from Russian. I don't know why, I'm just making this up. But the idea here is I might want to drop links to say, hey, our Bible study is coming up in 10 minutes, and I've scheduled this all in advance where here's 3 different links that all go to the same Bible session that join in from these 3 different languages, and I can just schedule it all through Discord. So if I'm doing spiritual community in Discord, I can just set that on a schedule and then just kind of set it and forget it, and it can drop links, it can do reminders, all those sorts of things. And we can personalize those links based upon people's preferences. So here I can, if I as an individual user want to be able to set like a default translation, I can set my own translation. Let's say I really prefer the BSB, and then I can have someone can drop a link to the Seed Bible, and using it'll pre-fill the Seed Bible link with my information based upon what's stored in my Discord bot. So I don't know how much of that is clear right now, but the idea and what's going to be awesome is that it's going to make it easy that if you let the Discord bot know your preferences, then it's going to be very easy to on demand, with no notice, drop a link and everyone can dive into the Seed Bible together, but all your preferences that you've saved and stored can be brought into that session as well, which is super exciting. So that's coming very soon. We also, last month, had our very first Twitch extension debut. So now we have a church that has been using the Seed Bible to stream their services, and other churches are welcome to do it. Other streamers are welcome to use it. If you want a full guide on how to use our Twitch extension, I made a video earlier this month. I made that video right here, how to stream Seed Bible on Twitch. And if you'd like to check it out, you can check it out right here. And I'm going to drop a link to that below this video so you can see that. But if you are looking to stream the Seed Bible to an audience on Twitch, you can do that right now using our Twitch extension. And I have a whole guide on how to do that. You log in, you authenticate, and then you can have up to 1,000 people all in the Bible all at the same time. And then anywhere you go in Scripture, it'll go for them. If I highlight text, it'll highlight for them. If I navigate, it'll navigate for them. And it's a way to actually share presence in the Bible across people who are streaming on Twitch. So for much larger scales. So that's super, super exciting. All right, so let's back up. Massive use of the free use Bible API. Seed Bible Dev refactors coming. Discord bots coming. You got the preview of that. Twitch extension is live and useful. And we are next working on AI integrations. So, and I have a little document on this. That basically will I'm using this to integrate into various AI assistants. But the basic idea here is you have any AI assistant can now utilize the Seed Bible to launch and share Scripture with anyone who's using an AI chat. We don't have anything as sophisticated as MCP tooling, but right now you really don't even need it for the basic use cases. It really is as simple as here's a prompt. That prompt is use this link, and then if someone wants to open up a link to a specific book chapter, to a specific translation, or in a specific language, then just add those URL variables in. So you could do like, I want to open the Seed Bible link, and I want to open this Seed Bible and book equals Joshua, and I'd be, Joshua, and chapter equals whatever. And so you can just put that stuff in, and then the AI can just do it for you. Why that's going to be so powerful is that AI chat agents can just have a conversation with someone, see that, hey, I'm an AI chat agent, this person's asking spiritual questions, I can see they're talking to me in Chinese, and I can just drop them a link to a Bible in Chinese, opening to the book and chapter that we're discussing, to the language that we're discussing, and just say, hey, if you want to dive in, here you go. So we're currently in conversations with 2 different AI partners to implement this as an early stage implementation. But long term, where we want this to go is something far more collaborative where you can actually pass in the whole conversation. We have a demo, let me go here. This is kind of a demo that's just really very high level, but take this as kind of a proof of concept, and you've seen me do this demo before if you've been around on the channel. But the idea here is, let's say I'm starting a chat conversation. Aquinas. Let me pull up an AI chat agent really quick. All right, so here I'm at theapologistsproject.org. Let me just try out their AI chat and ask a basic question here. I could say, explain John 10 to me. So here, the AI chat starts going into talking about John chapter 10. But then I could say, like, hey, more detail, please. And so it starts going into more detail about John chapter 10. But rather than just giving me these text answers, the AI could say, hey, why don't we hop into John 10 and I can show you. And so the AI could then drop a link saying hop in. If you click that link, it could open up the Seed Bible, and then you could pass in that chat conversation, and you could drop a link to John chapter 10, pass in that conversation, and then pull up an AI interface that is able to navigate, guide, and all the rest. And it doesn't have to be a voice agent like I have here. It could be anything. But let me try this out just to show this off. Can you navigate me to Revelation chapter 2? Can you highlight verse 3 for me? Can you change my Bible translation to a Spanish translation? Just pick the first Spanish translation you've got. Anything's fine. All right, that's great. So here I have an AI agent I was just talking to that was navigating, highlighting, changing my Bible translation, all the rest. But the point here is that, and I have the whole chat log here. But the idea is that in an AI chat agent right now, you are sending a text message and the AI is responding in text. But we can give the AI basically hands to navigate and the ability to take actions on behalf of users, and to give the AI a link that it can just launch a scripture environment and then hop in there and then use it to not just discuss scripture, but to guide people through scripture. And so then the AI can move from simply having a conversation about interpreting a specific passage to taking you to that passage and say, hey, read this for yourself, tell me what you think, and then let's discuss from there. So that's the full power of using Seed Bible in partnership with AI. The larger build out is going to take more effort with our partners, but it's worth pursuing. And the easy drop a link and launch customized Bible environments based upon the conversation you're having with the user for AI, the easy use case right there. That's good to go right now today, and we're in the process of trying to figure that out and implement that with a few partners. So all that to say, man, it's been nonstop. It's very, very busy right now. My biggest concern that I'm working against the clock right now on is funding. We need to try and raise $200,000 to try to get through the rest of the year, and we're working on so many huge things. The Free Use Bible API has proven to me that we can build technology and infrastructure that gains millions of, well, I don't know how many users we have, but millions of uses a month. And that can be the starting point for so many more services that we seek to offer. And when we can offer the full Seed Bible documentation, the developer platform for developers to utilize, to extend, and to really dig into the Seed Bible and build it out for their ministry and use it in a whole host of ways, the AI use cases, the Discord bots, all that sort of stuff, it just shows me that the sky is the limit for what we as a nonprofit can do, and I'm tremendously excited for the future. I want to go over one last thing before we close that I talked about in our newsletter. If you don't know, the Berean Standard Bible is the Bible that it's an open public domain scripture environment, And we played a role in helping popularize it because we made the API for it. That was the first people to, we were the first people to put it out there because they gave us an unlimited use digital license. I was asking them to make it public domain. At the time they hadn't, but later on they did. And the free use Bible API has become so successful because it's free, it's public domain, you can use it with AI, you can use it for any purpose. There's no login, there's no authentication. You just request scripture, you get scripture at the end. And the Berean Standard Bible, likewise, is a public domain, high quality Bible translation. That Bible translation here has become, the Berean Standard Bible now, has become the default translation of YouVersion. And I just had to take a moment to celebrate what a momentous occasion for all of Christianity that now an open, copyright-free Bible translation has quietly, without much fanfare or notice, become the default of YouVersion. I was at Missional AI a few weeks ago when I was speaking to YouVersion staff, and they let me know that, hey, that's the default for YouVersion now. Now that blew my mind. When I went back and checked, I created my own personal account to log into YouVersion and to test it, and sure enough, the BSB is the default translation when people create new accounts for YouVersion now. It's huge. It's a huge, huge, huge deal because it just shows that the whole Christian movement is moving towards more openness, towards more free access, free use capability, and the fact that we can play a small role in in popularizing a translation that is now the default translation of YouVersion is massive, and it just makes me hungry for us as an organization and as a nonprofit to do so much more. Already, our organization has impacted tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of lives at least. It's hard to know because so many teams build on top of our infrastructure, we can't really know our impact fully. But yeah, I'm excited for what's next because making a Bible that's able to be contextualized, personalized, deployed via Discord, WhatsApp, Telegram, all the chat messaging platforms people live inside of, utilized by AI, and walked through in AI with people collaboratively. That's where we're going for the rest of this year, and there's so much more to come on that front. So thank you, everyone, for following us on this journey. That's just a small update of what we've been on up to in the last month, and so much more to come. Your prayers are greatly appreciated. If you can support financially, please do so. And if you can point us towards or help us find some larger funders who are able to give tens of thousands of dollars towards this cause, that's the kind of support that we need to sustain our efforts through the rest of the year without needing to diminish or make cuts in terms of how we're currently operating, which I'm hungry to make sure that happens for the sake of the kingdom. So would love to have any conversations there if anyone has any leads on that. Thank you again, and God bless you all. Good day or good night, wherever you're